Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today we're going to be looking at the pro style offense, and again, this is basically what it is. It's the pro style playbook, right? That's it, the pro style playbook, like the base generic pro style playbook. What makes it special is because it does have the Power Hulk, which is one of the best overpowered formations in football gaming history. Okay, but I'm going to show you how to make it even more toxic, and at the end of the day, make it just more of an actual scheme instead of being just brain dead, because you could go against people that are really, really good at stopping it, but then you add some other wrinkles and it really messes them up. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this one first, the Hulk, and the scheme you can run with this. So what you want to do is you can put in, oops, I got to back out. Let me call timeout. You can actually put in the right players and have it set up to where you can get the not just goal line, but the ace double wing as your preset. Okay, now everybody likes to run the halfback stretch. Okay, so what you can do is you can come out here in the halfback stretch, get the halfback stretch, but you come out in this. All right, so now you come out in this and you have the ability. Again, if I press square, these are the audibles I have: halfback dive, halfback weak zone, just a straight mesh play, and boot. Okay, so if I come out and I see this, I see something that I like, I'll run right into it. Like for this, with the two high safeties up, I could actually just go ahead and just run a straight dive. All right, and I feel comfortable with that, as you can see, as I get a lot of yak because I saw the safeties that were deep. A lot of people, if they don't see that set, then they will play this. Again, two high safeties, I could do that. Oops, I just press X. So now I press X and it puts me here. And again, I still like this because it's still with the two high safeties and I'm able to get a lot of yards, okay? But what happens is people don't have that already in their head. But here's when things can get even more toxic, okay? So now we can go over to the pistol and come over to the ace double wing. And since I already have the set already put in, I can now go to the Power I Hulk. I can shift to that. So what I can do is I can start in the Power I Hulk and then I can shift in to this. What makes this really good is that when, for instance, if I go up the mesh play and I start off in the Power I like this, people are going to start shifting over. They're going to start doing all this crazy stuff and they're going to think they're set, and then you just hit X and then you come out in this and then you quickly press X, and then all of a sudden now they're just like, oh snap, he's passing, and then you can get something, you know, whatever you want to do. It really throws it off, okay? But at the same token, the last little tidbit that I would say you want to do is you want to make sure, as you see here, I go into the halfback stretch, like there's a couple things you can do. So here I can run it and then I can quickly get back onto the ball. And then by getting quickly back onto the ball like I just did, then what I can do is, while they're all shuffling shit and getting their stuff together for that, what I can do is then just flip over. I think a lot of people don't understand that. They just did all that run commit to the right. They did all that stuff and you quickly shift over and then you can press hike, or you can quickly shift over and go right back into this. I know some of y'all are going to hate me in the comment section, but this right here is toxic because now they ran commit. Now they're like, oh shit, now they're gonna do a pass commit. And if they do a pass commit to get out of that run commit, and then you run the ball, you're getting yak. So you can see the cat and mouse game, okay? So that is the toxic line setup that you can do. Now, let's take a look at the second thing that I like about this. And you're gonna see here, they have tight, which is gonna be drive corner, which I love the drive corner. I love slot post, flanker drive. Like there's so many, listen, bench switch. There's so many good formations that you can do out of this that I really, really like. So again, you can keep that in mind. But once again, you can go into, you can start off and some really good setups. And I like starting off in the Toad Nasty. So again, I can go to the mesh. And as you're gonna see here, I'm under center in the Toad Nasty. All right, I can audible out, I can go to the dive, I can go to verts, I can do a lot of things. If you're not starting off in one set and going to another, you're missing out. I'm gonna be honest with you. You want to make sure you start off in something, make a read, see if that's something you want, and then go into something else, all right? And then, of course, then I will shift out and go into this, okay? what happens is a few things. Sometimes their defense alignment will glitch out. I know that's not necessarily something that a lot of y'all are excited about, but people do it, and it is a good advantage. It happens to me a lot where, like, you know, somehow my players are stuck to the right side and they shifted over, so wide receivers wide open or that type of deal. But that is what I like, and I love the tights. I'm not gonna lie, I love running tights. It's one of my favorite formations in the game, period, but it's definitely one of those formations that I like to run. And another one, of course, is going to be from the bunch. Now, we all know about the bunch set. You got the trail Z post, and you have the bench pivot, and of course, the one that the bunch trail, and again, the mesh spot. And to me, the two that I use the most is the mesh spot and the dig return. Okay, and again, you see the crosses. They have the crosses here, deep attack. They have a lot of good things here. But again, what I like to do is come over here and start off in my single back, Toad X Nasty. All right, now maybe I should come over here to the single back and go to Toad X Nasty and show y'all what's some good stuff in here. You see all these motion plays. They had the motion boot right. They had the motion play over slot. All these work really good. I don't do the motion boot screen. I don't do the motion misdirection or the motion slash, but I love the dive. I love the PA post dig. I love, and of course, the mid zone, the halfback mid zone is really good. And then the verticals, okay? Toss is another one too. I can just share you this toss real quick, which is really good, all right? Especially if you can get that tight end to block. But I love the Toad. It's just something different that a lot of people just don't have, and they haven't seen. So it is something to keep in mind. But that is a really, really good setup. So keep on going to Toad. And if I was to set up my audibles for this, because again, I'm just setting this up. So my audibles would be like this. Let me get my where you at? Right here, my mid zone. I have my dive, I got my verticals, and then I have my post dig. I love the post dig. If you're not gonna do the post dig, then you should at least do the halfback sprint, the PA sprint halfback flat. And what makes this really good is, once again, it's just all about how they're gonna be playing you. But I can show you what this halfback sprint looked like. It's really, really toxic because, where is that at? I love these. If anybody knows about the halfback sprint, it's great because it keeps your quarterback moving and he doesn't become a sitting dunk. So you see right here, he's still moving, right? So it allows you, even if they are coming at you, pause, that didn't come out right. But if the defense is really like rain commit or whatever and they shed really badly, you're still able to get out of there, right? And do what you have to do. And sometimes you will still get that. So keep that in mind. I love the Toad. And we can show you also the stretch play, which again is toxic. Anything that with the stretch is toxic, right? You just do the numbers games and you can just try to get up the field as much as you can. Obviously, if you're playing Dynasty and you have a line that can actually get to the second level better, you're going to do better. But right now in Cut, there's not a lot of people that have the badges to get to second level and all that type of stuff. So, but regardless, you can still see how great this is. And if you keep people on their toes, that's what they would do. Now, that was, like I said, I start everything from the Toad Nasty, but there's also, again, like I said, you have the Pro, and the Pro has the halfback stretch, which is really, really good. And where is it at? The halfback stretch Q looky. This one is toxic, and if you know, for some reason, shape or form, it just, like, they just run a lot differently from the RPO from this perspective, because you have the ability, again, as you can see right there, man, my guys are just 91, that's long. He's just absolutely shedding my tight end, right? But usually you'll get this. There you go. Usually you'll get this, and then you always are looking at that slant route, right? If that slant route's there, you take it. And I do this a lot because this will prevent people from doing run commits. That's where you have to look at the run commit. All right, as you can see, he gets cracked. But this is what you want to do. You want to show them that, hey, I will take this up, right? I will throw it. So I use this in my arsenal. All right, so just keep that in mind. But I can go days with this. They got the X-backs dual, which is the bubble alert. Again, you can see the PA sprint halfback flat. That's another one that I really like. Remember I said this, the sprint halfback flats are really, really good. You need to be looking at these. I know a lot of people, think it's not as fun to be running under center, but trust me, it is. You see right here the halfback flat again. I can run this from this set. People are going to think like, oh man, he's running the ball. You come here, boom, and you're just running out. And again, as you see that DN, he played up on it, and you get some easy yak. And it's just a lot better than a normal play action, man. I'm telling you, it keeps you moving, and it just allows you, as you can see, just gets you so comfortable because it gets you out, right? And it doesn't, and even if they're like somebody is playing contain, it doesn't really matter because for some reason, as you can see right here, he's blitzing, but you see how he played off of that, and then I'm still able to get it. That's what I'm saying. For some reason with the sprint, blitz, playing contain, it just messes it up, right? It messes it up. They always are going to go for this, and usually square is open, but just keep that in mind. They have back sprints, and they're in every single one of them. But we can just keep going. And again, like I said, you can come out in different shifts, so it's just up to you. And then, of course, the toxic of one, all toxic, is that halfback sprint. Like I said, you see I have it favored. That is one I like to use. Then you have strong. Again, just some really good stuff here. And you're going to see the halfback stretch that I really like. And then the bubble screen and the toss. I love those. The halfback stretch alert bubble. Again, anything like this, I'm going to use because if I feel like they're cheating, I am going to pass it. Again, right there, you see they shed it. My right tackle got shedded, but you can just continue to, right here, boom, right? Just take a look over there. Really, really good, guys. I'm telling you, this is a very good entry level, like not too toxic. Other than the power eye Hulk. I mean, that's toxic, but in the shifting, so I guess it is toxic. But it's just different. A lot of people are just not going to see you play like this. And what's going to happen is it's going to prevent them from doing run commits because this is something that they haven't seen. They're not used to this, right? They're not used to this at all. Now, weak is really good because weak is basically like an A set, except that the fullbacks in the backfield are not on the line of scrimmage as a tight end. So what I like is this power zero weak. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is really the only thing I run out of this formation, to be honest with you. I love running this because, again, it's just, pick a side. There's no strong side here, right? And, again, you can see right here, I can flip it over. And if I flip it over, I have, that dog, my dang on fullback just got absolutely destroyed, right? But as you're going to see here, right, just really, really good runs out of this halfback power weak. You know what I mean? Just keep running for a few times. But you're going to see this is a really good formation. And a lot of people just don't see this. And let me go to my last but not least. Okay, we talked about the power. We go back to the shotgun. Now, again, they have pistol. Like, there's a lot that I can talk about here. But I don't want to be sitting here all day scheming it up. I might need to do a couple more. But I want to talk about the last one, which is going to be the bunch spread nasty. And the motion slot over is a universal man beater. It's really, really toxic, and we can actually do that. Let's get a man beater. Let's just get some man coverage here. Here. All right, and what you're going to see is I like to look at square and circle, and then triangle. So I look at square, circle, triangle, and then I look back at R1 for the crossing route. But that is all I do, and if I see them following, I just know that I'm gonna have a lot as I get shot at. Jesus, but maybe I shouldn't have everybody blitzing. But yeah, as you're gonna see here, this is just really, really good. And I just love it. Like I said, I just attack the field. As you get right there, I get a touchdown right there. But I just like attacking that. Usually R1 is gonna be one that's open, but it just, like I said, man, my DBs are just really, really good right now. And there we go. All right, he's just cooking. Who is that in the slot? But that is a good man beater. All right, I love running that, and then especially in the zones, that's really good too. If they run cover 2, that type of deal. And then obviously the mesh slot out is really good. The mesh traffic is really good. So I don't want people to think that you cannot just pass out of this. But I love, as you can see, I favored orbit shadow cross. I like orbit smash whip, especially in the cover 4, to try to hit that right there in the end zone, the red zone. And I also like using it in the in third down situations where I feel like they run a lot of cover 4, and I'm trying to hit that weak side right there to the sidelines. But orbit shadow cross is really good because they have a couple things here. You see Barrett right there, X. He actually blocks and then he comes out to the passing, and sometimes he gets absolutely lost in the mix because users are supposed to be guarding him. So he can just be, as you can see, as he's just still blocking. There we go. But man, it's crazy that how the linebackers too. But it's going against the computers. The computers know to sit there and read that. But Burnett gets open a lot because of that. All right. But as you can see here, just really good in the zone. I love it. I love this set. I run this set in tights a lot in passing situations, And again, they even have empty base with QB draw. There's just a lot of good stuff here, man. Y corner, again, is another good one that people like to utilize in the red zone to try to get easy touchdowns in the corner. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think, man. Hopefully I gave y'all another good idea and another scheme to use. Just out of that power I said with the Hulk. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon on the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.